What is up, everybody? BlueDog35 here. We are continuing our saga in the quest to make every car new again. So, I purchased this clam at the auction center in the game. It is a Mioveni Urs URS. It is, it's a clam, as you can see. It doesn't have any brake lights. It's a clam. But the cool thing about it is it's a four-wheel drive clam. So, it's got a little single overhead cam, four-banger, but it's four-wheel drive. Look at the size of those friggin' that universal joint. Fucking huge dog bone. Look at that. It's huge. It's like a semi-truck. And then you got these, terrible angle drive axle. So, it's going to have a lot more moving parts and a lot more parts than the average car. Not like the V8 or anything, because that's got a whole bunch more parts in the engine. Excuse me. But this one has, some parts that we haven't seen in the rear end yet, aside from that front-wheel drive car that we did, because obviously this is a front-wheel drive to four-wheel drive conversion. So it's got a special gearbox that, has the PTO on here, which I don't see how you would get, because literally, it's just, you're putting power there. I don't see how that would work, because it goes in there and then it just so if you know anything about this stuff, you'll be thinking the same thing I am. So we're gonna go ahead and I haven't touched this car yet. This is how I got it. I swear it was just like this. So we're gonna put it right on the right lifter again. Actually, let's switch things up. Let's put it on the left lifter, just to be, stupid. But yeah, one thing that I just noticed is that you can customize your garage. I have 2 upgrade points available, and I selected lifters as the last one, but you can only do orange, silver, and blue, and they came blue, and I like the blue. So, rack, I'm assuming this up here, you can change the color of it. The floor stripes, the walls, which is this part, walls B, which is this part, floor A, I like the blue, but I don't know. Then again, this is not about customizing the shop, so let's dig in, huh? Shall we? So let's start with, I never know where to start. We'll do the body panels. Alright, that was fun. And then start ripping apart the engine. Start with the air filter because these stupid little clips are annoying as hell. Take the starter out. Manifold cover. Just a heat shield, really. Take the cylinder head cover off. It's really just a rocker cover, valve cover, cam cover, whatever you want to call it. Throttle body, fuel rail. Take the camshaft bearing cap thing off. It's a lot faster putting everything together, which is, whatever, because you have to keep repositioning the camera and everything. Kind of a pain in the ass, but, whatever. Excuse me. yawning. Take the spark plugs out. And that was Pam causing a ruckus. Come on. Take the water pump out. Alternator. The alternator. Oh, we need to take the roller. Idler roller off. Timing cover. Power steering pump. Excuse me. Belt tensioner. Belt, cam, gear. Now we can get the cylinder head off. Look at all that crap. Excuse me. I apologize. That's pretty much everything. Did we get the starter? Yeah, we did. So now I need to take the rims off. After I finish this side, I'm going to go ahead and lift it and get more done without. Take the drive axle out. Take the wheel bearing out. Wheel hub out. The sway bar link, this guy, then we gotta do the shock absorber, then we gotta do the spring, need to do the steering gear. We already got the sway bar, so steering gear, we'll do these little metal or rubber bushings. Get everything we could over here, yeah? Yep, we gotta lift the car to make more progress, so go ahead and do that. The button mashing that you hear is Doug. He has my Xbox One headset. He's playing, I think he's playing Shovel Knight. Drive axle, brake disc, wheel bearing, hub, sway bar link, do the tie rod, outer tie rod, shock absorber cap, shock absorber, spring, lower suspension arm, steering rack, sway bar, lower suspension arm, steering knuckle. That I didn't get the other one. Okay, I think we can drop that now. Even though the engine would fall out, we'll do the oil pan. We'll hold off on the crankshaft bearing caps for now. Take the drive shaft out. You would think this would be like a 2-piece or 3-piece drive shaft with how long it is. Ladies. Take the transmission out. Pressure plate's not doing very good. Doesn't look like the clutch disc is all that great either. What is it? 40%. So yeah, it's not very fun. Or it's not having much fun. Now let's go ahead and attack the rear. Keeping, you know, don't want to keep lifting and lowering 100 times, so. Oh yeah, it's 4-wheel drive. Durr. Camera controls, hello. Sway bar. And there's going to be a bearing in there. Gotta get the bushing. Shock, excuse me, shock absorber. So this car is basically just a hybrid of the front and rear wheel drive with independent rear suspension. Which is pretty neat because of the way that it's done. It's kind of cool. So there's just a different. It's like the cars that, you know, have optional 4-wheel drive, but the same engines. I mean, they're not gonna redesign the entire platform just, you know, to put something with 4-wheel drive in. A good example of that in the real world is the Ford Escape, especially the you know, the first generation, you know, second generation, the early generations. If you ever see a Ford Escape driving down the road and you're behind one, look underneath it in the middle, towards the rear of it. If you see like almost like a hole, like I don't know, a kind of almost square, like a rounded square hole. I know that sounds really weird, but you'll see actually something kind of shaped like this. See how it's kind of a rounded edge square? So it's a square, but it's got rounded edges. If you see something similar to this, but it's just a hole, then it's a 2-wheel drive Escape. It's front-wheel drive. But then if you see a hole there, I mean, if you see, you know, what you just saw, and it's all, you know, there's no hole there, then it's 4-wheel drive. So it just uses a different transmission, because, you know, obviously it's got to send power to the back also. So I think, aside from the engine, that's everything. So we'll lower the car. Oh yeah, still need the brake booster. So we'll get that guy out. We'll take the pistons out. You gotta lift it one more time. I'm honestly not sure if the Escape was ever offered with a V6. I think it was. At least in the first, you know, the first few generations. I think it was. I think it was a little 3-liter V6 that they offered with it. Pretty much the same engine that was in the Taurus and all that stuff. So I think, but I think the 4-wheel drive was only on the 4 cylinders. I'm probably wrong, but hey, whatever. It's good to be wrong sometimes. So yeah, that is the what the fuck is this called? The Mioveni Urs. It's worth $159. Woohoo! Sweet. In this shape, it's worth $159. It looks half bad, or it doesn't look half bad. Looks like it came from Lawrence, Massachusetts. So we are going to cut the video here, and I'm going to go over to here and try and repair everything, and then going to make a list of everything that I need, and then we'll come back and put it all back together. So, I'll see you then. Alright, I am back. I'm fairly confident I have a decent amount of everything that I need. So we are going to place these guys all back, and we're going to put them where they go. I probably missed a couple things, but a majority of it I have all 100% and ready to go. So, and I do have doubles of a lot of parts. That's just, I guess, how I do things. Sometimes I'll stock parts. I'll stock like wrong button. I'll stock like oil filters and stuff because, you know, they tend to, you go through them fairly quickly, so I'll do that, and then I don't have to go through the hassle of ordering them or buying them or whatever you want to call it. So let me put the oil filter back on. The crankshaft bearing cap. And then we'll do front exhaust. Yes, we'll do the suspension cross member here. We will go back over here. Actually, hang on. We will go to the suspension here. And we'll put the knuckle. We will put the suspension arm. We'll get the spring up in that. And then sway bar. We'll do here. We'll do the brake disc. We'll do the brake pads. We will do the calipers. We still need wheel bearing, flywheel, pressure, clutch disc, pressure plate. Do the throw-up bearing. We'll do the transmission. Then we can put the starter in, but we gotta go up top to do that, so put the drive shaft in, put the half shafts in. Since we did the sway bar, we'll do steering rack, and whoa, okay, tie rods. Tie rods. It's not fun when you break a tie rod and you're driving. Especially on the highway. That's bad news bears. That's happened to me before. Ball joint. Got the wheel hub. Oh, yes, okay. We need the wheel bearing. Then we can put the axle in. Disc. We got the brake pads, brake caliper. Yes. There we go. I don't think I got the other one up there, but while I'm at it and thinking of it, we'll do the bushings that go in the chassis here. I couldn't decide which one to do. Come on, where are you? There you are. Alright, so I think that's it for... I'm gonna do the top here. I think that's it for this side. Boom. Come back around here. Sway bar. Sway bar link. Then we can put the rim on. We've got that. We're gonna go like this just to see. Aside from the brake booster, and we'll finish building the engine. Brake booster. Put the connecting rods in with pistons. We'll do the cylinder head. Got the camshaft. We'll do the retaining caps. Oh, apparently I don't have an intake for it. Intake R4. Yeah. Okay, so let's buy the intake. I don't understand how I didn't have an intake. I could have sworn I friggin' bought one. That's the MPI one. I just scrolled right by it. Where is it? Here we go. And we'll get the fuel rail, throttle body, the cylinder head cover, and the exhaust manifold. We will do the hello radiator. Come on. The SPAC plugs. Get the ignition module. Ignition wires. The heat shield. Do the starter. I always forget it. Did I forget anything? I need the front of the engine. Cam gear, timing belt, tensioner, cover, camshaft or crankshaft pulley. Oh, actually, I forgot the idle roller A. Sweet. Idler. It's up here. Alphabetical, stupid ass. There we go. Serpentine belt. Those are new, yeah? Yeah. And yeah, okay. So, aside from the oil pan, the front is complete, so we will lift it and we'll put the oil pan on, and then we'll do the exhaust, and then we'll do the I just can't forget to put oil in it, you know? Put the drive shaft in. Spin me around. Put the drive shaft in some more. Then we'll go to the actual back of the vehicle. We will put the bomba di petrol bushings. Sway bar link. Shock absorber. Control arm. This thing's got like so many different... See, the thing is, that doesn't look like it would work, because even if this rotates, this whole thing is gonna like torque like that, and then if it's connected like that, you know, unless these are like flexible joints, it's not really gonna have a good day. So I don't know, me being nitpicky, and you know, this suspension setup would not work in the real life. It's got way too many control arms. 1, 2, 3. It's got 4 control arms, and that's too many for a single wheel. They don't like to be held down. They like to be free range wheels. This guy. This guy. The spring cap, spring, shock absorber cap, spring absorber cap, whatever you want to call it. Rear wheel hub. Then we put the bearing in. Then we put the drive axle in. And we put this one on that makes everything break and impossible. Alright, we'll just finish this off. We'll do the brake pads. Put the wheel on. Call me NASCAR crew chief. I'm going crazy with this. We got that, so 2. Put the hub in. Tighten the rock nut. There we go. There we go. There we go. Boom. Let me just check here with my little switch it around. I got the sway bar links. I tend to forget. Everything looks like it's set. Did I get the oil pan? Yes, I did. I got the oil filter. I think I just gotta put the oil in it, and then I am good. I'm pretty sure. So let's put the oil in it. I get a new battery, new oil filter, new everything. It's a new everything. It's not just a new car, it's a new everything. So we're going to go ahead and we'll look at the order. Parts condition 100%. Awesome, look at that. Alright, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to move this to the center. And we are going to put it back together. So hopefully I remembered all the body parts. Oh, I never removed the rear bumper. Sneaky, sneaky. Hello? There we go. Now let's go here. Body condition 96%, so the rear bumper must be slightly damaged, but I have a 100% bumper. So we'll go here, and the thing is complete. We're gonna go and actually, you know what? Let's see if painting it increases the value. 37137. So we'll go and we'll put it in the paint shop. We'll spend $500. And we'll see if that increases the value. 37137. Boom. Back to the garage. 37137. It does not. So painting it does not. It just makes it look slightly better. So that is the Mioveni Urs. You saw how it came in, and this is how it is now. So things fucking cherry. Actually looks nice and, you know, not ratty and crappy. So here we go. That is it. And I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.